Freaking awesome.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Joe, and this is the continuation of our 2022 deer season.
Those are our bucks for the year.
Just in case you missed it, here's a quick rundown of part 1.
As usual, I'm running a little late this morning, but that's okay.
Our previous video started off on opening day of my late December hunt.
As soon as I leaned over to turn this off, I got a buck.
I was able to find 2 decent bucks.
He looks good. He looks good.
But unfortunately, by the time I got over to him,
Crap.
they already topped out on me.
Dang it, dang it, dang it. The buck's on top.
Up next in the video, I showed this pretty sweet deadhead.
Oh, look at that side.
And lastly was a hunt with my daughter Emma
What's up?
and my son Colby.
Yeah.
Late in their hunt, my son Colby had this buck in his crosshairs at approximately 180 yards.
Nice and easy, don't jerk.
Just as he was about to shoot, the buck bedded down on us.
Oh, you bet it down.
Not having a clear shot and with daylight dwindling fast, I desperately start banging some rocks together in an attempt to get the buck to stand. The buck never stood, but his buddy down below made the mistake of running up right in front of my daughter Emma.
I can shoot him, Dad. All right, good job.
Well, now that you're all caught up, let's continue on to part 2 of our 2022 deer season. It was an absolutely beautiful morning to be out chasing Coues in the deserts of Arizona. Currently, I'm heading back to the same area I went opening morning, to a spot where I found a lot of big bucks in the past. But as you might have seen in my last video, even though I've had some good luck finding the bucks, I continue to have a very hard time getting within range before the bucks top out on me. Hopefully today's outcome will be a little different than my days before.
I think I got a buck bedded. It looks good. This is a buck bedded. Yep, definitely a buck bedded. Yes. Can't imagine him staying bedded all morning, but if he does, it's in a perfect spot. I should just go after him right now, but it looks like just a giant 2-pointer maybe. I just don't think he's gonna stay bedded either. I think he's gonna get up soon. I think I gotta shoot this deer. I finally got where he's looking away from me, and he just looks awesome.
The buck is bedded about 900 yards out, and the closest I can probably get for my current location would be right around 500 to 600 yards, which would be right around my max distance I'm comfortable shooting. But if I drive up the road just a little bit where I'm out of the buck's sight, I can easily get within 300 yards. The problem with doing this is I won't be able to see the buck for about 30 minutes, so basically I'll be going in blind, not knowing if the buck is still bedded or not.
I'll just go. Stop dilly-dallying here. Let's do this.
Well, with all that being said, I took my chances and jumped to my truck, hoping that the buck will stay bedded long enough for me to sneak in nice and close. Now that I'm out of the buck's sight, all I gotta do now is hike about 500 yards due north up the ridge, and this should put me within 300 yards from the last spot I saw the bedded buck.
Okay. Hopefully I don't scare anything walking up to him. It is super quiet this morning. I'm not hearing birds. I'm not hearing anything. I might see the tree he was under. If it's the tree, I won't be able to see him bedded. I can maybe see the tip of his antlers. Right there. I think that's the tree he was under right there.
As I continued sneaking on closer and closer, I catch movement about 200 yards out on the hill in front of me.
I got him. Got him.
When I first saw the buck, his head was down feeding, seemingly unaware of my presence. And I thought I had plenty of time to get the buck on video. But as soon as I hit record, it must have triggered the buck's sixth sense, because he immediately started making a beeline straight to the top.
is the story of my life at this spot. I get here right when they're going over. The last tree went behind. There's a tiny dip right there. And I think he just went in that and then went up and over. Unless he bedded down again. Which that could happen, I guess. I'm gonna go up and see if I can see him. I don't know what the heck to do now, but this sucks. Oh well. What you gonna do, Brent? I know what I'm gonna do. Frickin' buy me a long range gun. Start shooting deer at 800 yards.
Once again, my love for videoing Coues deer got the best of me. And more than likely, this cost me a shot at a nice buck.
There's a small chance he might be bedded there. I doubt it. I'm gonna walk up, just straight up this hill, slowly, and see if I can get lucky here. So I'm gonna turn this off until something else happens. Well, something happened. Other than finding a good amount of doe and then one little buck, a little 2-point I think it was. Yeah, he was tempting me at 425 yards. And I knocked over my tripod. This is a piece of my bino, and this is the rest of my bino. This is the side where you can see there's glass in there, but this is my spotting scope side. Didn't realize how much I used it till tonight. Oh well, nothing a little JB weld won't fix, so hopefully that will be it for my bad luck, but that is gonna do it for today. See you later.
Well, I think that's enough of my shenanigans for now. I'll be continuing this late December hunt on the next video. Until then, let's go back about a month or so, where I'll be joining my daughter Piper on her deer hunt.
Hey Piper, what's up? Opening day of your 2022 season.
Like most of my hunts with my kids, it started off with us not being too serious. Just having a good time, enjoying each other's company in the great outdoors.
You dropped. I think my daughter's dropped this morning. She found some special weed walking up. Started chewing on it.
After more than a few days of messing around and not finding much, we finally stumbled across an area holding 4 shooter bucks, which my daughter named Tweedledee, Tweedledum, Bob, and Shiny Boy.
Piper, this deer is giant. Do you see it?
On our last day, we lucked out and found 3 of the 4 bucks, all feeding in the same small canyon about 500 yards from our glassing location.
Is Bob still out on the left?
Yeah, he's under a tree now. You can see him pretty good. You see his head anyways.
For the next couple hours, we continued watching the deer, just enjoying the show, waiting for the bucks to bed.
One's acting like he's rutting.
I think one deer just bedded down one of the bucks.
Are you serious?
I think either that or they're eating and it's just
Nah,
really
I
tough.
think he's eating. I see him.
Yeah.
Bob is awesome, sweetie.
Oh, he went into a trench. Oh no. Or he realized they were leaving and went to go with them.
Yeah, I don't know what. I hope he beds where we can see him. Yeah, I think that's a doe.
Yeah, that is. There's another buck by her though.
Finally, around 11 o'clock, the biggest of the 3 bucks bedded in this small group of mesquite trees. Not wanting to waste any time, we quickly planned out our best route and began closing the distance. We slowly snuck in closer and closer. It took us almost an hour to finally reach a spot where we could see the mesquite thicket where we last saw the biggest buck bed. At just under 100 yards, I methodically start taking apart this small group of mesquites. Approximately 5 minutes in, I begin to think we've blown our stock because I've yet to find the buck. Just when I was about to call it quits, I noticed a small gray patch. Piece by piece, I start building what could be a deer hiding in the shadows of the mesquites, when out of nowhere I see antlers moving.
I see one. I see one.
Sure enough, there's a buck bedded deep into the mesquite, and as luck would have it, there's an opening that leads right to the buck's vitals. Not only that, there just happens to be this U-shaped bush that lines up perfectly with this opening. If it wasn't for this U-shaped bush, it would have been extremely difficult to guide my daughter into where she needed to shoot.
Just to make sure you're all the way to the left of those.
I couldn't believe it. Everything seemed to be lining up for us. At 98 yards, my daughter gets her muzzleloader ready and lines it up with the buck's vitals.
Shoot it whenever you're ready, okay? Take your time. Squeeze that trigger. You hit him. You hit him. High five. You got him. He's done. High five. You smoked him. Good job.
Oh my god. If you ever do a standing shot, make sure you have that because that helps weight.
Hey, Piper. You just shot your first buck.
Yay!
How far did you shoot it?
98.
98 with a muzzleloader. All right. And I don't know how we found it. We were about to give up and we were going to go. Then I saw it moving. I don't know how. I saw a patch of fur. I don't know. And then
He got a bionic eye.
you freaking nailed him. All right.
It like stumbled though. Like when we first shot it, it tried running and then it like stumbled back.
So just walk up towards that tree.
I'm scared.
So see, he was bedded right here.
I'm so scared.
Look at that. How did he get in there to bed? So right in here, this is the U that you were aiming at. And right in the, see in the center of all that junk. That's where he was at. All right, I see him.
What?
See him hanging there in the tree? Oh, what deer is this?
I don't think this is Biggie.
Ah, this is the other one.
Well,
Yeah, this is Tweedledum. All right. I don't know where Bob was. I couldn't find him.
well, at least I shot one.
Good job. All right, so go in there and grab his antlers and just drag him out.
Scared.
You want me to do it?
For the first half, yes, because
Hold this one.
I'm scared he's not gonna move. Oh wow!
So he's got almost 4x4.
He's
Good
still
deer.
he's still a
Good job,
pretty
Pi.
good first deer.
Good job, Pi.
Yes, I think I can drag him. Did I?
You want to try to drag it?
Yeah, I did like a good shot. Do I just grab him by
Yeah,
the head?
looks like a heart shot.
Do I just grab his
Grab his antlers, start pulling him down.
What the? I can't. They're heavy. You do that with one hand, I'm gonna be so. I'm so happy I shot at it.
Well, let me ask you this. If you knew it wasn't Bob, would you have shot?
Yes.
You still would have shot?
Yeah, if I knew it wasn't Bob, I still would have shot. I would be happy with anyone because this is my first deer.
Yeah, you got almost a 4th point there.
He got 1, 2, 3,
And almost
4.
one there.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good job.
It was almost 5 points.
And then that's the exit hole right there. But looked like it went perfect, sweetie. Good job. First buck. High five.
Yay!
In our next video, I'll be continuing my late December Coues deer hunt.
I think I just saw a decent buck. I'll shoot this thing. He's a giant 2x3, it looks like. They're not even grunting anymore. They're screaming. I think there's another buck in there. They're going crazy.
Also included in this video is a short hunt where my wife gets her first buck with the muzzleloader.
Think you got him? Good job, babe.
Well, until then, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.